Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to be making another Knott's Scary Farm doll. This time it's going to be of the Vampire Queen from the Dominion of the Damned Maze. This is another collaboration with my good friend Emery Velez that was made to be displayed at her booth at Midsummer Scream this past year. I meant to get this video out right after the convention, but there was a huge delay in getting the new box made, and it was just a whole thing that just took a very long time that I will get into more later in the video. But thank you so much everyone, especially Emma, for your patience on this project. When it came to the Vampire Queen's backstory, I didn't really know much about her, so of course I went to my good friend Mary from the Knott's Network, and she directed me to Ted Dougherty's History of Knott's Scary Farm book, which you can also stream the audio version on Spotify. The book reads, "In one form or another, vampires have been present in every season of Knott's Scary Farm since 1973. Starting in 1996, Dominion of the Dead is one of the most popular Knott's Scary Farm mazes of all time, and was designed by Catherine White." The description reads, "Enter into a dominion of shadows and darkness where all the forces of the dead dwell. Guests will be thrust into a world of seduction and terror as they cross the threshold of the gothic darkness. The challenge is to find your way through this gothic fortress with its twisting corridors and winding staircases. This place of true darkness is lavishly decorated with ornate furnishings. Dominion is inhabited with very deadly creatures, vampires, ghosts, apparitions, and succubus. This journey is complete with graveyard, illusions, garden maze, gothic bride area, dungeon, dark nooks, and a secluded pop-outs."
It also gave birth to an extremely prevalent maze monster, whom guests and monsters alike adored, the Queen Vampire, portrayed by Sandy Graham.
She has since sadly passed, but her legacy lives on in a stained glass window in the Chilling Chambers maze. From the photos that I found, there aren't any full body images as her hair and dress covers her, so I did try my best to piece together different elements from different pictures and fill in the gaps of what I think was there. Without further ado, let's get started. I first started with an Ever After High Kitty Cheshire head and a Disney Store Elsa body. I removed Kitty's head with a blow dryer, cut off her hair, and scraped the inside with a screwdriver, and then took out the excess hair with tweezers. I wiped off her face with acetone, and then I started to reroot her with Curly Frosted from the Doll Planet. After a few plugs, I decided to change the head to Claudia Wolf from Monster High for her fanged smile. I prepped her the same way as Kitty and then rerooted her. After that, I sprayed her body white. Then I put her head back on her body and painted it with white paint. After spraying her with Mr. Super Clear, I started her face up. I started by sketching out her face with a gray watercolor pencil, and then blushing her body with purple chalk pastels. I painted her eyeshadow and lipstick with metallic purple paint. I then colored in the sketch with a black watercolor pencil and acrylic paint. After her face was sealed, I glossed up her eyes. Then I glued some silver nail art rhinestones to her forehead. And then released her hair and gave her bangs a little trim. Next is her outfit. There seems to be two outfits she wore, one a white dress and another purple. I decided to go with the purple as that is the first image I saw of her. I used this pattern from DG Requiem Arts and cut out the pattern in purple crushed velvet fabric. After sewing, I glued some gold trim to the end of the sleeves. In some of the pictures you can see there's a shiny red trim around her neckline, so I glued some red sequins trim onto the neckline, but then ended up changing it to a thin red satin ribbon as it looked a bit too bulky. For her shoes, I used these Gilda Goldstein boots that I initially cut the sides out and filled in the back with clay. I painted them with black paint and glitter, and when I started to lace them, the clay kept cracking. I then switched to making fabric boots since it was much easier to lace them. For her iconic nails, I cut out long slivers of black construction paper and glued them onto her nails. I then painted them black and got to working on her accessories. I painted her ring, crown, and bracelets black and then silver. I then glued her ring to her hand and glued more gems to the crown. I then added a silver chain. Now it's time to get her dressed and it's time for the reveal. Moving on to her box and insert, that was of course designed by the talented Emma, and I created it the same way as the Doll Factory box by getting it printed at Walgreens and cutting it out to glue on a Barbie the Movie box insert. For the box, I glued the design on some cardstock, cut it out, and glued the clear plastic. Emma and I both realized that the box was way too small to showcase the doll and the box, so after the convention, we agreed to make a larger one. Before I move on to how I made the larger box, I just want to take a moment to appreciate the amazing art that Emma made, because when I tell you my jaw dropped when I saw the insert, a larger box was mandatory. If you haven't already, please check out her page. She sells stickers, prints, keychains, and is currently taking commissions. Now back to the box. Making high quality doll boxes is something I've been researching for months and figured I could never make one that was up to my standards. So I thought I could try and get it manufactured by a professional. I searched for a very long time to find a suitable and affordable company to print. I initially found one, and without saying any names, they just took way too long to reply to my messages, so I canceled the order. By then, it was around September, and I found another person to get a box made from, but long story short, I just decided to figure out a way to properly make my own because months have gone by with no box in my grubby little hands. After months, like half a year had gone by, I finally found a very quick, affordable, and easy way to make the box. So here's how I made it. First, I got this poster from Target and rubber cement. I then printed the box on a 24 by 36 inch poster from Walgreens and glued it on to the Target poster with the cement. After it dried, I just cut it out. I had to tape a part of the poster to the bottom as it was a little too small, but after everything was cut out, including the window, I used double-sided tape and taped clear plastic to the back of the window. After that, I scored the sides with a metal tool and a ruler and folded everything. The box that I used for the larger box is actually the Sugar Daddy Ken box that was given to me by my friend Rach. Thank you so much. It helped out a ton for this project. But finally, after months, like I said, half a year had gone by, she is finally done. Thank you all so much for your patience with this project. I felt so bad having to wait this long to complete her, but I knew I wanted to show her off at her best. Even at Midsummer Scream with her prototype box, I received so many compliments and kind words for her, and I just can't thank you all enough for that. It truly means the world to me that so many of you appreciate my art. And once again, thank you so much, Emma, for collaborating with me once again. Please, if you haven't already, check out her page. It will be linked in the description. Thank you so much for watching. Please like, comment, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Bye!